business, so may as well get this thing, get YouTube working a little bit. I don't believe it though. I think it's gonna be fine. We're in Taipei, Taiwan. You can probably see everything's in Chinese. Everything's written in Chinese. So I just grabbed the city bus. I don't know where it's going. I don't even know what I'm doing. But yo, 9969. Good morning, Lillian Acosta. But if you ever want to just jump on a bus and do something bizarre, it was 50 cents to ride it as far as you want. And like I said, I don't have no idea where I'm freaking going. No, not going to the airport right now. Stay on YouTube, you think, instead of going back to TikTok. We will go to the airport later on, but right now I'm just on a city bus, and then we'll go back. I got to go back and pick up my luggage before we go to the airport. And then tonight we fly down to Bangkok. So bent over, what's up? I have a friend. I got a friend from San Francisco where I grew up. Her name is Eileen Dover. But see, I don't feel like that's actually a given name. You know what I mean? It might be a taken name. I usually watch it. Oh, Stacy, good morning. 209, what's up? This is fine too. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, YouTube Live's cool. Dover, that's so ridiculous. Somebody, whatever. Lillian Acosta, good morning. Thank you for $2 on Super Chat. Amazing. Thank you, Lillian. Oh my God. Bend over. That's so stupid. Like a big run. That looks like a new Nike shoe, huh? Hey, what's up, Philip? I think it's better to stay on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of YouTube lives lately. I've been doing TikTok lives for a couple of years and doing a little bit of YouTube live. But lately I do find myself watching YouTube lives. And we're in Taiwan. It's so weird to be over here because I don't know, like, is Taiwan China? Is China China? Like, what is their beef with each other? And usually on TikTok, their algorithm is pretty lively. Their AI is listening to everything. Their AI is like all over it. And I think if I talk about China, on TikTok, all my viewers go away. Like I got, the other night, I got canceled for like 3 days on TikTok. And I appealed it, and I won the appeal in like 20 minutes. But, Skull Goddess, you're not incognito. What's up, Stacy? You can be whatever you want to be. That's the great thing about the internet, right? You can change your name. I can change my name all day long. And it's free, and nobody cares. Yeah, Taipei, Taiwan. This is my first week in Taiwan. We're leaving tonight, actually, on a jet plane. I'm gonna take a plane down to Thailand. I like Taiwan though. It's really cool. I didn't know what to expect. It's actually really pretty cool. Yeah, China and TikTok. Yeah, the politics are crazy, right? So I know that the Taiwan Chinese and then the mainland Chinese, or the communist Chinese, they are two different countries. But then Big China thinks that they should be one country. Man, I don't even know. The states where I come from may be a mess, but it's a little simpler. Yeah, this place is dope. So I think I'm down like in a more suburban area, but I really don't know. Maybe we'll jump off and see what's up. Let's grab the handle. We'll grab the handle and then we'll get out of here. And we're off. Why not? Because why not? Because I don't even know where I'm at anyway. 7-Eleven, of course, because there's 7-Eleven on every corner. Welcome to Southeast Asia or Northeast Asia. There seems to be a 7-Eleven every 20 feet. Morning, you guys. How you doing? I was going to get up and go on TikTok. I'm sure that I will go on a TikTok in a minute. But I just wanted to come down and say what's up. We're in a different neighborhood. I don't know where we are. I just got up out of bed and grabbed a bus. So the other day we jumped on a subway and just bought a ticket to the next station. And so yeah, we are touring Taiwan right now. What do you think all these numbers mean? I wonder. I don't know any Chinese language. Oh, this is beautiful. Check this out. This looks like somebody's apartment complex. I probably shouldn't just help myself. I probably shouldn't just walk in. I don't know. But you guys know me. It doesn't mean I'm not going to, even though I shouldn't. Internet's okay. If you guys think you're gonna come over here to Taiwan, internet's not bad. Yeah, this is a little older of a neighborhood. I like it. And nothing's open still in the morning time. You don't get I know, TikTok notifications are tripping, right? This is a Kimco. It looks like a regular motorcycle, like a Yamaha or Suzuki or Kawasaki, but they're a little bit different. And this is what everyone rides around here. I don't even know if these are Hondas, though. I think it might be a different brand. Normally in Southeast Asia, we see these a lot, but they're all Hondas. Hondas are the popular ones. Yeah, TikTok is tripping. I've been like popular on TikTok for a long time, and then there are times when I'm not popular on I never know what the algorithm is all about. Some days I'll get 1,000 people, some days I'll get 100 people, and it's just I can't worry about it. That's not whether or not we get millions of people is not something I can control, you know. So you have to, just sort of be, I guess, philosophical about it. Wow, this place is dope. Stacy, coffee and a water. Oh yeah, I got a water. Hold on a second. There we go. Good morning. What's up? Oh shit. All right. Find out about the new cell phone with the higher RAM gigabyte drive. It's chill, huh? And it looks like older. The buildings are kind of scary. I don't know, it's awesome. I like it a lot. The traffic is kind of a trip. Water, good. But oddly, it is more expensive than down in Thailand and Vietnam and Cambodia, where I have been for months. It is really weird. Like when I go in the store, this is $1 for a bottle of water. And when we're in Vietnam, this bottle of water would be 30 cents. Just every little thing like that. But in the States, this would be $2 or $3, right? Depending. But there's a lot more to life than just the price of the things, right? I sound sick. Yeah, Isabel. No, I'm not. I just could be because I just got up. Just woke up a while ago. It's a little bit earlier. 2 gigabyte storage. No, you know what I'm gonna do for this thing? I'm gonna get a hard drive. Like, what do they call it? Exterior hard drive or some outside of it. Like, I don't even have a laptop. So I need to get like a laptop, and then I need to get another hard drive, download all my stuff on, because I have so much video on both of my phones, all 3 of my phones, that I need to get it off the phones so I can edit it. And what do they call it? External hard drive? Look at the stores are all closed. It's crazy. It does tell me how many people. Right now, it's ranging between 14 people and 40 people. It's gone up and down. It just in the last 10 minutes. Same thing with TikTok. It tells you how many people are in your live stream. Sometimes it's up to 1,000. I think the most I've had was like 2,500. But generally these days on TikTok, on average about 500. Nah, about 400 right now. I would say overall for the 18 months that I've been doing TikTok, the average number of people I have in the room is like 700. But I haven't done YouTube that much, so it just takes time. Taiwan is totally different, isn't it? It's crazy, huh? It's so different. But there's more. A lot of times people will be, like, there's a lot of streamers from America that are over here doing this, right? I really wasn't aware of that when we started, traveling around the world, from when I left New York and started traveling. I didn't realize how many people are streaming in Southeast Asia. And the problem that a lot of people have is that all they talk about is the price. Oh, look at this, was 5 cents. Look, this was $5. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, it's cheap. I got it. Okay, cool. Got you. Yeah, I've always had allergies. My throat is kind of gruff this morning. It's weird though. Yeah, I gotta wake up. And maybe it has to do with TikTok as well. I don't know. Taiwan girls are hot and speak English. Am I cheating on TikTok? We do both. I guess I gotta hold both my cameras, right, and do like some people do that. They do YouTube and TikTok and Twitch and what's the other one? Instagram Live all at the same time. I mean, I suppose it's one thing I could do, but I think it's more like if your content is where you're sitting in a room, not walking around outside, that makes sense. You know, like if you watch whoever your favorite political TikToker is, you know, they're sitting at their desk with like 5-6 cameras on them. They're not walking around in the street, you know. That's dope right there. Like there's a guy that I know that I met a few times in London, and his name is Buska. And Buska stands outside the King's Guard. You know, the King's Guard is where they have those 2 horses outside of Buckingham Palace, and people will go stand next to the horses in Buckingham Palace. And you stand there, you get your picture taken, and you tend to stand too close to the horses, so then the horses reach over and try and bite you. I don't know, people may or may not be familiar with that. How to give you the thumbs up next to you. Well, it only says 9 next to the name. Oh, that's okay, Stacy. Yeah, it's right now it's 20. But yeah, anyway, Buska has this like stand. He stands in front of the horses all day long and focuses his camera on the horses. He does live on YouTube and live on TikTok. He does a bunch of videos. He doesn't move. I've talked to him before. He just stands there. He barely even, he's like, yeah. And he just keeps his eyes on the horses for like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. But his page is full of videos and live streams from the King's Guard in London. Both his pages. And he loves it. I mean, if you really love the King's Guard, if you're English and you really love the horses or Buckingham Palace, that's like Miss London, who I got to hang out with, and she was super, super cool. But she loves Buckingham Palace, and she loves the going to see the changing of the guards all day, every day. And so that's what she does. You know what I mean? If you really love what you're doing, then it really comes through. If you're just trying to fake it, or you're trying to just, you know, one day I want to be a live streamer or whatever, don't. That's not good. That's not good. If you're just doing it because you want to be a live streamer, that's dumb. You know, wow, look at this crazy thing. Talk about your brutalist architecture. Nah, that's an unfinished building, isn't it? You almost got bit by the horse in London? Oh, I almost did. Yeah, that was crazy. I forgot about that. The streams in Asia, do they take a lot of, get a 1 terabyte flash drive? Yeah, I guess I should. I've got 2 terabytes of memory in this phone, in the cloud. I've got it all backed up. Anyway, both my phones are so full of video because all this stuff is getting screen recorded, whether it's by TikTok or whether it's by YouTube. But I got to, I'm trying to turn it into videos. I want to turn all my stuff into videos, but it's impossible to be on the live stream, doing live streams 7 hours a day, and then go home and try and do videos, man. Can't, 7 days a week. I go live 7 days a week, and I really love it. I love doing it. But I don't really love to do videos. Greg Fetz, what is up? Thank you so much, Greg Fetz, for $4 on Super Chat. Thank you so much, Greg Fetz. And it comes with a free cup of coffee. It looks like holiday coffee with a snowflake. I love it. And I'm a snowflake, so it works. I don't know where the fuck oh, excuse me. And YouTube, I can say different things too, you know what I mean? On TikTok, you gotta really keep it, you have to really keep it clean, you know? But thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I got my YouTube channel is doing pretty good. It's not as great as my TikTok channel, but people are watching the videos, so that's cool. I would like to edit all these videos out and take out like the battles and stuff like that. There's a lot of TikTok stuff that I have to leave in the video because I don't have the technology. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to Thailand tonight, and then we're going to go to Vietnam the week later. So maybe what I'll do is go down there and try and find a cheap laptop and a cheap external hard drive and make it convenient for myself to do that work, you know? So instead of just putting like raw video out on the channel. Although if you don't care, whether it's, you know, if you just want to like put it in the background while you do your gardening so your cat can listen to it, I guess it doesn't really make a difference. And I don't care either. That's fine with me. So look at that. There's looks like a market. Look at these gigantic, there's a little temple, right? And then these big old ass buildings right here. What a trip, man. Look at this car. What are you doing with that black and white van? That is crazy. Everything about these places. And the rounded buildings. See how round it is? Who thought of that? And on top you've got the cages on the outside that they build. They extend out their apartments by putting these cages. It's crazy. I love it. I think it's great. Okay, light. See the grumpy face on that lady? Yeah, the horse guards. The horse guards are actually called the King's Guard. I never knew that, but they're called the King's Guard. Those black horses in England. But I got a chance to meet Buska. We got to do live streams with Miss London over on. She's on TikTok. I don't think she has any YouTube presence at all. But she's like me. She's just like, dude, it's so much hassle. It takes so much time. I don't think I could do a second channel. It's the first time watching somebody live on YouTube. Oh, nice. Stacy, nice to meet you. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, we normally do live on TikTok 7 days a week. I've been doing it for like 18 months, going around the planet. I live in New York City. And we've been going around through Europe. I've been in Southeast Asia now for about 6 months. But I'm still an American. So this is all new to me. So discovering this stuff, I'm totally lost. So what do I do? This place is beautiful. So my whole scenario, my whole premise, my whole niche, I guess, my whole genre, my aesthetic is I don't know where I am. I get an Airbnb or a hotel room in a new city or country, and in the morning I get out of the room and I just start walking down the street. Maybe I'll get on a subway or a city bus. And I don't know where I am, but sometimes look at the stuff you bump into. Like this is crazy bizarre, right? Gorgeous. So normally I do it on TikTok, but sometimes I'm doing it on YouTube right now too, so we can have both kinds of live streams going. So anyway, that's in case you were wondering like what's going on here. This place is crazy, so cool. No buy everything in Taiwan, Mississippi. And then you get to see people, what the people do. Get to see the different temples. I think this is a Taoist temple, right? She's burning some incense right here. Real shit, huh? And there are a bunch of, if I scroll through YouTube, there's a bunch of junkety junk. But the same thing with TikTok. There's a bunch of junk I don't watch. But there's a bunch of junk I do watch too. Teresa, what's up? Wow, gorgeous. Really gorgeous. And over here, you see a chicken restaurant, of course, because everybody loves fried chicken. Oh, I could get some food today too. One of these days I'll get some food. Wow, I don't know. I am so out of it this morning. It's crazy. I got sleep. I don't know. Teresa Holm, good morning. How you doing? I got on YouTube first. I'll get on TikTok in a while. We'll do a regular TikTok thing. But I was riding the bus. You know, you can, it's sort of questionable whether you can ride the bus on TikTok, right? Or in a car, or any moving vehicles on TikTok. I've been kicked off before on TikTok for riding a moving vehicle. Do I have a Wyndham rewards count? Oh, interesting. No, I don't. So I was on the bus. I grabbed the bus. I stepped out of the house this morning and grabbed a bus to go to just some random location. And that's where I am now. So I thought, well, I'll stream it on TikTok. And then I thought, nah, because I don't want to get kicked off of TikTok. So that's why we're on YouTube. Chicken. These look like police bikes, huh? With the lights on the back. Yeah. I wonder where we are. This is so dope. Yo, that's awesome. In case you're wondering, good morning. We are on YouTube. Chris is on YouTube Live this morning rather than TikTok. Well, I will go over to TikTok in a few minutes though. Maybe a half an hour. Yo, look at these giant I-beams. Look at these giant girders. This giant building getting built. And this big empty one here. This I see a lot in Asia too. Just gigantic apartment buildings. It's crazy. There's some, I'll have to show you guys tomorrow in Bangkok. There's some crazy apartment buildings in Bangkok that are just crazy. And this looks like a police car, police station. Yeah, must be a police station. I think I'll go and walk in the crosswalk because I don't want to talk to any cops, right? Always avoid the cops at all costs. You were looking at better places for me to stay in Mississippi? Yeah, this place is dope, huh? Oh, I got the crosswalk. I stay in some pretty good places. I stay in some lame places sometimes, but my current place was pretty bad. I'm checked out now, but I was there. I mean, it was convenient. The location was good. Sometimes I stay in nicer places, sometimes not. Yeah, this is a police station, huh? Taiwan. Taipei, Taiwan. And I want to know about the political situation with China, you know? And I want to discuss it and learn about it. But it's just it's not something that you want to discuss on TikTok. So I just don't get into it. But as I understand it, they had a civil war. Like Japan invaded, or Japan took over. The French came and colonized a lot of the area, and so did the British. And then the Japanese and the French got together. And then Japan took control of parts of China. Then China had a civil war, and many of the Chinese people came over here to Taiwan and said, this is where the real China is. And then Chiang Kai-shek was their leader. And then the other Chinese went with the Communist Party, and they're like, no, we're the real China. And so now they seem to be at a loggerheads, at a standoff. I think that's the best way that I can understand it. And with communist China, mainland China, the size of that country, obviously the political power, the military might, they could easily overtake this country. If that is that's how I perceive it, but I don't know. I just grown up in America, so the news that I've heard and read all my life, that's the way they couch the issue, you know? But I don't get the feeling when I'm over here, like in the States, they're very concerned with like military might, you know, like US and Russia are gonna have bombs and, you know, we're gonna fight mean wars and everybody's gonna have bombs and armies. I don't really get that vibe over here. Over here, there feels like, I just don't see the invasions are gonna happen the way they try and describe it to you in America. Oh, they're gonna invade them next week. I don't know, I can't imagine that. I can imagine like the president of China talking to this president of China saying, we're gonna buy you or whatever. but I don't. It seems more diplomatic, you know. They seem a little more chill and intelligent about it. In America, we're just like, rah, ah, I'm mad at you, and we're gonna come get you, rah. But that's Americans are like that. We're like angry dogs. Yeah, we really are. Another temple. Yeah, resources at the border, Michelle. Yeah, exactly. I think that, and they are fighting with munitions, unfortunately, and that's really sad. It's a crazy world, and we just didn't get taught this stuff in America as kids. They didn't teach us about. I mean, never knew what to expect when I came over here in any of these countries. It wasn't covered in our history books, you know. This is crazy. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish they weren't doing that down there. So, anyway, flying into Bangkok tonight, and I'm thinking about it. Like, God, I hope everything's cool. I hope they let me in. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. I do. I feel like it's gonna be fine. Let me get over here and see. Yeah, if you guys want to support the channel in a way that doesn't cost any money, you can if you just watch the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be great. You can also find me on TikTok. I'm almost always on TikTok. Although I'm gonna try and do a lot more here on YouTube as well as TikTok. So we're gonna be in Bangkok this next week, and then we're going to Vietnam. Staying away from the southern border. I know. Yeah, Bangkok's gonna be fine. We were just in southern Thailand 2 weeks ago. We were in Krabi, and we went to the Phi Phi Islands, and we went over to Phuket as well. And if anybody wants to see the previous live streams, you can find that on my YouTube page. There's hundreds of hours of live streams that we've done from those places. And then we went out to Bangkok. I left Bangkok like 10 days ago and came up here. And like nine or 8 days ago, they started having the border skirmishes with Cambodia. It's kind of terrible. It's kind of sad. Look at these temples, are crazy. Dang, awesome. Thailand, we see a lot of Buddhist stuff. Here we see a lot of Taoist stuff, right? They burn a lot of incense around this place too. Free Bear, what's up? Michelle Lee. That's to the West Islands. Yeah, Lillian, yeah, it's gorgeous, huh? Good morning, Lillian. What is that, like a dragon costume? How sick is that? Oh no, it's not a dragon costume. It is a, oh my Lord. What are these things? Let me see if I can see it through the glass. No, I really can't. The reflection from the glasses is breaking it up. Yeah, the reflection is too crazy. But these are big, like statues. I can't see it because the glass is too clean. Look at the red, all the red plates. Everything's red. I think red is like good luck, right? These are dope. Look at that. So we'll see. Now I'm just trying to decide. Vietnam. I was gonna go to Hanoi, but since I got my visa rejected, I have to reapply. So I have to send in my visa today, which makes me, that kind of opens the door. Like, well, am I gonna go to Hanoi or am I going to Ho Chi Minh City or Da Nang? What am I gonna do? And then I see all these. Bulldog Mom, what's up? Michelle Lee. Yeah, the tsunami was a nothing burger, right? But there's so many streamers right now. Good sky, huh? There's so many live streamers in Vietnam. I just don't know what to do with myself. I don't know which place I want to go to. We'll figure it out, though. I got hours. I'll be waiting for my plane for hours today in the airport. And deciding at that point where we're going to go to. Look at that funky building back there. Isn't that crazy looking? I like this. Taiwan's cool. I don't know if I'll come back. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. And I do like the States, but I just don't see myself going back to the United States right now for a while. 55 years there, kind of been there, done that, you know. Did I visit the U.S. Embassy in Taiwan? No, I didn't. I went to the embassy in Vietnam. I went to to renew my passport because my old passport is it's damaged. So they renewed it, and I went back and picked up the new one. It's just so wet down here. Even my new passport is already folding. Like the pages are already folding. It's crazy. Cook Islands, Fiji. Yeah, that might be cool, huh? I'd like to go to all the countries, you know. I plan on it, on hitting all the countries. Every country at some point. We'll get there. We're gonna get there. Uh-oh, uh-oh. But Europe is super expensive. We went through Europe last year. So expensive. And I want to go back and see them, but I want to go back and see the rest of the countries that we didn't go to. It's so expensive. A lot of construction. So much construction over here. Ooh, bakery. Bakery goods. Locally made baked goods. Ooh, those are fancy. Fancy dancy. Yeah, I don't know if I can laminate my passport. And the new passports are weird. The picture, the page that has a picture is it's plastic, like a credit card now. It's not like the old one, so it's not paper. The rest of the book is still paper, but the main page now is plastic. Unfortunately, yo, look at all these eggs, dude. Wow. Tons and tons and tons of eggs. Hi, good morning. Oh my gosh, look at these stone-colored eggs. Those are wild. And these blue eggs. Look at all those eggs, dude. Eggs are popular here. I know in the States they're still expensive. Here you can still get eggs are like, they don't sell them by the dozen, they sell them in packs of 10. And a pack of, oh, actually, no, wait, in North Korea, a pack of 10 is like $3. North, where we are now, I'm sorry, not North Korea. We're in Taiwan. And eggs here are $3 for 10 eggs. But down where we've been before in Vietnam and in Thailand, eggs are super cheap, $1 a dozen. And then if you see, don't forget about my kids. Have I had a pastry and a coffee? No, I got to do that this morning. Yeah, I guess I should probably go over to TikTok in a minute, right? I told everybody I was going to be on TikTok at like 9 o'clock. Yeah, what is this thing? Honda? A Honda? I like it though, man. This place is dope as hell. Dope as heck. Yo, and a bench. That's one thing they don't have here for some reason. They don't have places to sit down. They make it so you can't sit down. And you notice the streets are clean. There's not trash in the street. But the other thing that you might notice is there's no garbage cans. There's no garbage cans, but there's no garbage on the street. And there's no benches. There's a bench though, which is pretty cool. And you probably could sit down on that ledge, but there's probably a security guard that would tell me to get up. So a couple little things that I noticed going around these countries. I don't know where you're supposed to put the garbage because there's no garbage cans. Free range eggs and chickens. Yeah, they don't want homeless people laying around. Beautiful tree. Look at that little lacy little tree. How beautiful is that, huh? Gorgeous. Glad you guys came today. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hope you guys like Taiwan. And we'll do we'll do streams in the other countries that we're going to as well. Nadine Schnabel, what's up, Nadine? Good to see you. Yeah, so we're walking around the neighborhood. I just picked a random neighborhood. Got a bus ticket. Bus was super cheap. Bus was 50 cents. And good morning, Nadine. Good morning, Jane. And while I was on the bus, I thought I would live stream it, like the way Marty rides a bus around New York City, right? I was gonna put it on TikTok. And then I thought, TikTok's being kind of funny these days. I got a restriction last night, or a violation last night. I got a violation 2 nights ago. I got a 3-day ban like 4 nights ago. So I thought, you know what? And I appealed them all and everything's cool, but they've really tuned up their AI and made it very sensitive. So I thought, I don't want AI thinking that I'm doing something weird. Why don't we go live on YouTube? But I'll go back on TikTok. TikTok's acting crazy, huh? And my algorithm is all weird too. I'm getting kind of stuff I don't want to see. So I watch it because I think it's, yo, look at this pot, dude. Wow. I watch political content I don't like because I want to make sure I'm seeing the other side. But I am getting so much content on TikTok that I don't normally see. Like I never see far right-wing stuff, but I do now. Every time I turn on my phone, it's like super right-wing, pro-America, pro-government, pro-MAGA. I never would normally see that. So I watch it, to see what's up. But I don't know why every single time I turn on my phone, I have to reset my algorithm. That's why they can't replace, AI is just not doing it, huh? What were the violations about? One of them was last night. It was because, it was gambling or something. The other night was gambling. I did that karaoke in the karaoke machine, and they thought I was gambling on the karaoke because I was singing. So here, if you guys weren't there, if you don't know, I have karaoke machines in the subway, some of the subways. And you can pay a couple Taiwan dollars and sit inside. You put on the headphones and the microphone and you can sing karaoke songs. And the words come up on the video screen. Weird, so I did it. But the words come up in Chinese. I mean, it was absurd. But anyway, there's a video of it on TikTok and on my YouTube. It was absurd and it was fun and everything. But as soon as I was done, I got a 3-day suspension because I was gambling. And they thought, Marty got new wheels? Oh, very cool. The singing, thanks Jane, the singing was ridiculous, huh? But they thought the video screen was like video poker. They thought I was gambling. Don't hire humans advertising AI. Yo, that's crazy. There's no lagging, you can hear everything in the video. Oh, really? Cool. But I appealed it and it was all good. Then last night's violation, we were in, the Shilling night market. Oh, now I remember. I was talking about when I used to buy clothing online. I used to buy like Supreme brands and resell it on eBay. And I was talking about how I used to buy concert tickets and double them in price and resell them on eBay and on StubHub. I think it's kind of shady, but I was doing it for a while to try and make some money a couple years ago. And when I was describing that stuff, YouTube seemed to think that I was telling people how to do illegal or unethical things. So a big triangle violation came up and it said, you can't describe doing illegal, immoral, or unethical things on TikTok. That was last night because I was kind of describing how I did it. I would wait, Thursday morning, the new Supreme stuff would come out, be online, snatch it up, it would come in the mail, triple the price and sell it the following week. I stopped doing it because I think it is unethical and immoral. It's kind of ridiculous. You're just ripping people off. But they know the baseball hat was 28 bucks last week, and they're willing to pay 88 bucks this week. Anyway, what are we doing? Hey, Marcia, what's up? So for that, they flagged me last night. That's why I stopped at one point. I was like, oh, I gotta go, you guys. And I stopped the live stream and then restarted. So if you guys ever get flagged by TikTok, just stop immediately. Jan, what's up? And then a couple nights, it was something else. I can't remember. Yo, Nadine, what's up? Nadine with $10 on Super Chat. Unbelievable. Thank you, Nadine. Wow. Thank you so much. Nadine, big W's. That's awesome. Thanks, Nadine. There was one the other day. It was another violation I got. Same thing, I had to hang it up. I can't remember what the violation was, but it was something. Buy your clothes at TJ Maxx. Yeah, the karaoke machine. Last night I was talking about buying and reselling items online. Marcia, and you want to call somebody? Call somebody at like TikTok and explain it to them? Nah, so they violated me. I hung up, and so that live stream, I can't, I won't be able to download it or make videos out of that stretch of video. Fine, whatever. But had I kept going and not stopped the live stream, I probably would have got violated for 24 hours or 36 hours or 72 hours. It's crazy. Then there was the one the other night, they thought I was gambling. And then in between, there was another one a couple days ago. I can't remember what it was. Also, same thing. I got a violation for something just super random. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell, you guys? It was something super, super random. And it's the same thing. I hung up immediately. I said, bye, guys, I gotta go. I'm hanging up the live. And I restarted like 5 minutes later. So if you do your own live streams and this sort of stuff happens to you, it's probably gonna happen a lot more because TikTok is acting crazy right now. But if you get a violation like that, just hang up. Did I get breakfast? No, not yet, Sadie. I gotta get some. Sadie, what's up? Good morning. You're looking out for my health. I appreciate it. Good morning. How you doing? I got dinner last night though. It was super good. I had that pork rice that they make here, and then yesterday at lunch we had that beef noodle thing. That was crazy. Beef tongue noodle. It was awesome. Oh, by the way, where are we at? We are in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan. There's a cop. You'll never see cops around here. Wow, that's wild. You don't see any cops. What you see is cameras everywhere. I think their cops are, like secret. Not to mention, when I was walking in a red light district in Bangkok, it was something, I think it was something like adult content. So I got restricted for like gambling content, for talking about unethical or immoral sales of products. And then the other thing was a grown-up content maybe. I can't remember what it was, but they didn't like what I said. And so I hung up the live and restarted it a few minutes later. See, what happens is you lose that first bit of video, but you can like basically you're clearing the board by doing that. Clearing the cache, if you will. Yeah, but it's been good though. You're checking to make sure I'm not, dude, I know, I appreciate it, Sadie, I really, really do. I cannot afford to get any more epileptic seizures. There's no way. I'm the only person with epilepsy stupid enough to travel around the world on a shoestring trying to do live streams every day. Ridiculous. Nadine with the super chat. What is that little flying Superman bean or something like that? That's awesome. That's great. I don't know why I do this, but I love it. It's crazy, huh? Yeah, if you're doing live streams, and they're violating it like crazy. And yeah, we were just talking about the algorithm. I don't watch a ton of political content. I really don't. But I'm not real conservative. I'm not real right wing either. But every single time, the last week or so, every single time I turn on my TikTok, super right wing, tons of super right wing videos, and I'll just blaze through them, and there'll be 10 in a row, trying to own the libs, trying to talk about, I don't know, it's crazy. It's just crazy stuff. Like, why? What's happening to my algorithm every night? Are they resetting it? Is TikTok going so? Is it getting bought by Americans, and that's why they're getting super pro-America? Because that's the main feeling I get. Not that I disagree with the right wing. I disagree with the American government. And the capitalism in America is not healthy for anybody. But that's what I think I'm getting. It's not that I'm getting like pro-Trump. I'm just getting pro-capitalism, you know? Pro-Russia, pro-Israel, pro-American government. It's like, bro, I don't care about that stuff. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't trust you guys enough on those issues. Let's talk about fun, ridiculous things. That's all I really care about at this point in my life. I just want fun, ridiculous things. I don't trust the left or the right in America. You watch Don Lemon at 10. Yeah, Don Lemon. I like Don Lemon, but what I don't like is when I get like these super right-wingy podcaster guys. I'm like, where did you come from? Why are you on my algorithm? That doesn't make any sense. I know, I keep teaching my algorithm every single day. I think that, I don't know, maybe Meta has bought it, or maybe Peter Thiel has bought it. Maybe they've already made the purchase. I do not know. It would be nice if it was 50-50, you know? So hopefully we'll get it figured out. Hopefully the states will get stuff figured out. I mean, the United States has been successful for like 250 years. It doesn't have to crash and burn right now. I know it seems like a lot of people are trying to make it crash and burn. But they don't have to do that, you know? We can just figure out can't we all just get along? Can't we just figure out how to make it? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Thank you. The guy's kicking me out. I saw that cat and I went over. I wanted to see the cat statue. And the security guard was like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Oh, sorry. Chicken King. Yo, what in the world? Yo, this is dope. Local leaders of Taiwan, and look who else. Keanu Reeves. Everybody loves Keanu Reeves, huh? Paintings. Yeah, the right-winger guys are just screaming all the time. They're just mad about everything all the time. How weird is that? Everybody loved Keanu Reeves. Like, I saw this one dude on there that was saying he was proud to be fascist and we're not a democracy, and I don't believe in a democracy. I believe in fascism, and we need to have I was like, yo, what? I didn't really think you guys were serious about it, but I guess they are serious about it. I thought you guys were kind of kidding. Yeah, it's way weird to me. Maybe they are. Maybe they're just trolling, right? That's the other thing I can't tell. Like, they say they're trolling, and then but they're basically pushing the envelope to say, see how far you can, see how far you can go. And if you catch them on it, they're like, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Okay. All right, whatever, dude. What's up? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, we're on YouTube right now. I know I was gonna be on TikTok this morning, but and we will still go over there. We'll still go over to TikTok today. I just wanted to check it out. Like I was saying, look at how empty the streets are here. Isn't this crazy? We're in Midtown, Taipei, Taiwan. Do you think they're kids' cartoons? Because these are like kids' cartoons, right? You think their kids' cartoons kind of take a little bit of liberties with the with the female form? It seems a little much sometimes. Like if you look at the Sailor Moon stuff, it's like why? How come their superheroes, if they're girls, always appear to be 12-year-old girls? Isn't that kind of weird? Isn't that kind of weird to you? Maybe it's just me. Yeah, it's early in the morning. It's almost, well, it's 11 o'clock here. What a dope neighborhood. This is crazy. It reminds me a little bit of like Naples. Naples, Italy is kind of like this to me. But yeah, where's all the people? Are they off at their job? Are they all working at Google? Yeah, if Tweety Bird isn't there, I don't even know. I just think my superheroes, I feel a little more comfortable if my superheroes are not so scantily clad, you know what I mean? Kind of strange. Oddly, Christina, flights to the Philippines are not cheap. It's weird. But, I mean, I haven't looked since I've been in Taiwan. Maybe they're cheaper because Taiwan's not too far. It's close to the Philippines, right? But like I was staying in Bangkok a couple weeks ago, and I found a flight up here to Taipei for like I think it was $63 plus $8 more, choose your seat. So it ended up being like $73 after everything was included. And flights into the major cities in Vietnam were about the same. But if I was to go over to the Philippines, flights were from Bangkok to the Philippines were about 150. And but I haven't checked from here. Maybe they're cheaper from here. Still got to go to the Philippines. I haven't been there. But flights can be more expensive. And I travel on, hey, what's up, Zoom? I travel on one-way tickets. So that way I can stay, I'm always looking for bargain ticket prices. And then you can go to country after country after country kind of on a whim, you know? I don't get like round trip tickets. Zoom, how you doing? We're flying today. We're going into Bangkok tonight. Right now we're in Taiwan. And then I got to get my tickets for Vietnam next week. Why do we keep going to Taiwan and Vietnam? I have epilepsy. And a lot of people don't know. It's super easy to get prescriptions for my epilepsy medication that I take. It's hard to get in America. I haven't been to the doctor in Taiwan. I haven't really had time, but it's super easy to get over the counter in Vietnam. It's a little more harder in Thailand, but it's doable. If you can find it, they'll sell it to you.